that's, I think, something that like fans don't always understand is that like our experience of making the show is actually this whole tapestry of mundane, small moments of just experiencing each other.
I mean, it's an intimacy.
Yeah.
You know, of togetherness, of constant togetherness.
Yeah.
And I think if I could go back and relive a moment, like if, you know, I got a genie in a bottle and I could use a wish, it would be to go back and shoot a conference room scene all day. Because when we would see those on the script or on the call sheet, and we would be like, oh, God, we got to be in the conference room
It's going to be a slog.
day.
All day.
But those were the days that created the moments you're talking about, Ed.
Totally.
Those little laughs, the shares, the sweatiness together, all of it.
And
I also think because we weren't on a huge lot, you know, there was no distraction. You know, people didn't walk off to a commissary. We were just all in this little bubble, this tiny space where we got to be creative together. It kind of reminded me a little bit of that energy you have in your early days with your improv group or your one-act play, because there was no one else. There was no shiny object to go off and look at. It was just us. Like, I loved it when you would play your banjo and Creed would bring in his guitar and we'd hang out in the parking lot, you know?
Yeah. And it's funny you bring up those conference room scenes because those were particularly special because most of the time we're not all together, right? Most of the time we're just doing little scenes with like one or two other characters and that's the bulk of our work. But then the table read was always a special moment. Every Tuesday morning was the table read of next week's script, or 2 weeks. I forget the timing. But then
it was 1 week.
It was 1 week.
1 week. It was less than a week's notice. Yeah.
But those are the moments. Those and some of those conference room scenes were like that's where everybody's together. Like everybody's. And those had a really special energy, like just a little buzz to them. And like you said, when they were all day long, and they get a little dull and they start to slow down. Everybody's trying to just hang in there. That's like some of the just most human hangout.